everyone, Drax Fantastic here. Today we're going to look at a game called Autoforge. One of my friends had passed on this game to me saying, hey Drax, I think this is a game for you. It's a factory builder and it's logistics and I think you'll really like it. And so I watched a video and I was like, wait a minute, it's 2D? I don't play a lot of 2D games. I'm not really a... 2D games, I don't know about the art style or whatever, it always kind of turns me off a little bit. But I was like, you know what, I'm going to give it a shot. And I did, and I'm so glad I did because Autoforge is amazing. It's so much fun. I think that like it has a real like kind of slow start, but then it just gets you. And 12 hours later, you're like, what just happened? What just happened? So let's take a look at this game. I want you to be as excited about this game as I am. And I want to just show you like the beginning part, a little bit of gameplay, so that when a friend says to you, hey, you should check out Autoforge, you're like, oh yeah, I've seen this game. It's time to play it. All right, let's go. Hi, it's Drax. This is the part at the beginning of the video that everyone skips. For those of you that didn't jump forward, enjoy watching and listening. Might you consider supporting me further by visiting my Ko-fi or clicking on the join button on this video? All right, that's it. Back to the video. New game. And let's call it Drax. Drax Forge. There we go. All right, moving around, mouse over tutorial tasks in addition for helpful. This actually is very important because there's a lot of times where you're like, what do I do? And if you just hover over, it actually tells you. So reading is key in this game. A and D to move around. Look at him, look at him. Hey, I'm alive, yeah. All right, so then we go to the next thing, which is collect 8 stone by harvesting rocks, craft a forge found under structures, grab crafted forge from the inventory, place the forge down. It is a simple collect and craft game. It seems pretty simple at first, but it goes just like Satisfactory or Factorio or Dyson Sphere. The start is easy and fun, and it shows you how to play the game, and it just ramps up to the point where you're like logistics part of your brain is like, oh boy, we got to figure this out. Let's just go over the controls really quick. You've got up top here, this is your health bar. And then if you hit the V key, you can switch between weapons. Yes, there's fighting and building. You have a nice little taskbar toolbar up here, which is handy. And then down here, we've got inventory tab, basic, crafting. This crafting reminds me of Dyson Sphere, actually. Same kind of layout. And maybe that's why like there's a part of me that was like kind of felt comfortable right from the get-go. And then a research tree, which is a lot to look at first, but it makes sense as you move along through it. And then settings, which can't be accessed from the main screen, can only be accessed when you're in the game. Kind of funny. I don't think that I scaled up the UI, I think, because I have a vintage gamer's eyes. And I was really happy to see this scaling, because there's so many of these games that I play where it's made by somebody who has like a giant monitor and 20-year-old eyes, and I think it's hard. And scaling it up didn't like take away from the overall look. So something to think about there as well. All right, so let's do what it's saying. Collect 8 stones by harvesting. And if we look, we can see this is iron ore. And then this is stone here. We can also click things on the ground. We can get some fun logs too. I like the little sound effects. Picked up some soil. Boop, boop, yep. I know it's not saying pick up the logs yet, but I'm doing it anyway. And you see the bigger ones take a little bit of time. And you can move this cannon around. All right, so it says we've got the 8 stones we need now. And we see here, this is a harvesting wood. You can see this area with the little black dots. If you go into this area, that's a nice way of telling you don't go there. If you go there, you die. And I'm telling you this so that you don't learn the hard way like I did. All right, so let's hit C to craft. And we'll go under structures. And we're going to build a forge. And you can see up here, there's a queue telling me how long it's going to take to build it. And we'll close that, and we'll just we can also take away the ground here, as you see. Can't harvest. There's something supported because it's saying we've got some stalagmites there. more rocks. You can climb. The movement in this game is top notch. There's a double jump onto this, climbing around, looking, double jump. Oh, I missed it. It is one of the best parts of the game is the ability just to move quickly and sort of all over the place. It's great. Grab the crafted forge from the inventory. I can do that. So it's tab to bring up the inventory. We've grabbed it. And then place the forge down. And I'm going to place it right here. Close this. All right, now mine 5 or iron ore from the nearby deposit. Easy for Drax to say. I already harvested the wood. So now we'll harvest this. You can see there's 374. Resources are limited, but there's big, huge pockets. So like I've played quite a few hours and I have yet to run out of any of them. Although I've talked to some other people who are like, yeah, you run out. Craft 5 iron ingots in the forge and collect them. All right, so now we're going to click on the forge, which is E to interact. All right, so we got fuel, input, and output. Pretty straightforward. I've got 2 biomass that I picked up from the ground, but we can also use wood. And if we hover on these things, it'll tell us. It provides 120 flame. It refines into 4 biomass. So we can refine this into biomass. And then if we put this in here, it'll show us that it's full. And then we're going to take the iron ore we have and put it here. And then it's automatically going to output. If we hover on the iron ore, it'll tell us it's going to output 2 of these. And pretty much everything you hover on will tell you if it can become something. So very, very helpful. Like I wish more games sort of had this built-in information into the bits that you're looking at. I feel like a lot of the times you're like, you've got to open up something else to see what it'll craft into or what the recipe is. It's so nice. And it moves gameplay quite along. So we burned through that biofuel pretty quick. I'm going to right click to take half the stack of the wood and fuel it the rest of the way. And that's saying craft them. And then if we hover on this, like it says, interact with the forge by placing the wood in the iron ore. So it tells you exactly what you need to do. No second guessing here. The forge can only hold 5, so that makes it easy to complete. I'm going to let those burn out. Research basic extraction. So now we'll open the research panel, which is T. And if the first one is basic, Drax, the first time he's playing this is like, okay, so where is the basic extraction? Where is it? Where could it be? It's the first one, Drax. Basic extraction. We click on it once, we'll see it come down here and it begins to research, right? And then we can actually queue up the next amounts if we want. And if we hover on them, we can see, hey, it's going to require 10 stone and 10 planks to move this research forward. So it takes items to research. And this is very much Dyson Sphere as well. All right, so that one's done. Now we come back and it says, get cranking. If you don't want to see these, you can click this little button and hide it away too, which is very nice. We'll open it back up. Craft 2 cranks. And if we hover, cranks can be found in the material category of the crafting dialog. So we'll open up crafting again and we'll see, there they are, cranks. We need cranks and we need planks. Get 2 sets of planks for total. And if we come back to materials, so structurals and materials, right? If we come back here, we can hand make these. So if we just click through the wood we have, and then let's go grab some more wood. We know that there's some wood here. So we can actually harvest this. And there's 390 in here. Now, just like in Satisfactory in the Meeting, you do a lot of hand gathering, but it's a logistics game. So there's going to be, we're going to automate. We're going to automate. Here's a nice little chest full of some health. I always put this here. Got some void matter and some oil. That'll come in handy as well. Here in the middle, this is like if we click on this, this is how we unlock other regions, and we're going to get to that. I'm jumping ahead of the tutorial. And then this is another like another way to unlock special things for your little robot guy. And as we collect things we'll collect these little data tokens. I don't know that we'll find one of those. I think we will find one of those today, but when we do, then like you just slowly unlock. And this is like, you got to make hard choices. Do you want to excavate faster or overclock? Or I have like a bunch of these unlocked now. And it was like, literally like, it's one of those times in games where you're staring at it going, oh my God, which one do I do? Which one do I do? All right, what are we doing? Craft 2 cranks. Come on, Drax. Cranks, 2. Craft 2 cranks. All right, crafted. Craft a crank drill. So if we go back to structures, here's a crank drill. Let's get one of those going. And now it's saying place the crank drill on the iron deposit. So now in our inventory, we've got this, and you can see that it's lining up here. I want to put it, there. And then interact with the crank drill to crank it. So in the beginning, you can hand power these machines. And I love this. I think it's just, I don't know. I haven't seen it in any other game. I'm sure it's been in other games, but I just love the fact that you can start very early on with the automation by just, you know, hand cranking stuff up. And now you see it's pulling iron. And if we hover on this, we can see that, and this is what it's telling us next, rotate the crank drill to dispense it into the forge. So if we hover, you can see a little green arrow right here. And if we hit the R button, that arrow will move. And then what happens is it's automatically dropping that into the forge. Isn't that great? And now the forge is full. Craft a wooden chest, place the wooden chest down next to the forge, rotate the forge to dispense in the wooden chest. So sort of like learning the complete automation process here. So now we've got wooden chests, we've got planks. We'll do one of those. We'll come over here, there it is. And then we're gonna set it down right here. And now there's a nice little chain, right? It's pulling iron out, putting it into the forge. And then if we look in the box, boom! And then we can just grab those. Here it says, expanding the emitter always requires void matter and various other materials. So coming over here, we can click on this. And now it's saying, hey, to unlock the first region, which is the region we're in, we're going to need void matter, which we picked up out of that box, and 10 iron ingots, which we have, so we can unlock it. Nice, and now you can see up here, and if we zoom out, we can see exactly what is on this. And now if we zoom out even further, you can see how many areas there are to unlock. It's a huge game. And I know what you're thinking, like, how are we gonna, like, traversing these areas is so much fun, and it's so easy, and it's so rewarding. You can also see, like, what's going on up here? Are those some kind of spooky looking animals? All right, press M to exit the map. And then you can press M to get back into the map very easily. And then you can zoom out. This is zooming in real time, which I think is really great. Explore nearby for an ancient Tech 01, upgrade the mainframe. And then you can see this is just rolling along. And if we interact with it, we can come in here and say, you know what? Keep going. Keep going. So you just got to come by and check that out every so often. So now it's saying explore. So let's walk up here. And it looks like there's something right here. So I think probably that's where we're going to go. Yep. Ooh. Oh, hi. And I'm just harvesting it. And then I'm collecting it. And there it is. An ancient tech. All right, so let's go back down here. All right, now that we have the ancient tech, let's put it in here. And just like I was saying, the first one we can pick is Empower. It grants the power, boost health by 4, and harvest power by 50%, and crafting speed by 20. This is a pretty well-rounded one. All right, so that's done. And now our next set is navigate up to reach the surface of the world. Press V to swap for combat, which we already talked about. We can see it up here, top left. Kill an oil slime, destroy an oil slime spawner. I was trying to think, like, I think the first time, I don't think I even read that. I just like went up there and started wreaking havoc on them. And so you can come in and you can just clear out. So I realized, like, when I want to go up like this, and I don't want to climb on the vines, whatever, you can just sort of make your own way up. Harvest. Ooh, I'll take the wood. It's getting dark up here. We can craft torches. I'm gonna craft 2. And then this we can do the first of like put it on the toolbar here. And maybe we'll put it on 0. And so when we press 0, now we can, lights it right up. It's wonderful. And then we can put another one right there. Yeah, we put 2 there. And then to take them down, you just come in and pull them off the wall. You can also climb onto the bottom of these things. So like if you're trying to climb up, I can't do it right now, of course, but yeah, did you see it there for a second? Like I'm climbing, all right, climbing. Yeah, the mobility is wonderful. It's so easy to get around. And I guess like you want that in a 2D. Now you can see a little sparkle right here, and that means that there's some kind of special resource here, so we can dig in, and then Drax will find his way in there. I promise you this. Here's another wonderful trick we'll learn. We'll put that in there. You can make your own jump puzzles. And I know longtime viewers are like, Drax, jump puzzle? Get out of here. Now, if we look here, we can see, aha! It's a big wood deposit. It's massive. Well, that's going to come in handy. All right, so we're getting closer to the top. And if we if we zoom out, look, we can see all the different deposits that are blinking. It makes it easy to like find the stuff you need. Another really good mechanic in the game. Oh, Drax. I'm good at the game. Trust me. Trust me. All right. What do we got here? Clay pots. Some fun stuff in them. Ooh, is that a gear? Oh, iron gear. All right. And you can see that it's kind of leading us up to the top without having to do a whole lot of digging. Was that some more oil? Yeah. Ooh. What's this? Mana. Fun. And then you can see some of it, like when we're knocking out pieces of dirt that have growth on them, then we get biomass right out of the ground, which is wonderful. All right, so here they are, and you can see they're like kind of in freak out mode, and you can see that like it's totally dark, and when we break through here, yeah, it lights it up. Now these guys are not friendly, so we're gonna switch to, oh gosh, we're gonna switch to the weapon. Drax. Look at all that oil. I don't typically like 2D combat like this, but I like this too. I don't know why this. And then here's a spawner. So we just need to destroy this. And then that'll stop them from spawning. Don't worry. There's more of them. And there's farming. At some point you can build something that puts them in, and then you can harvest them. So that's pretty fun too. All right, so it's saying next thing is discover an expansive iron ore deposit, discover an expansive wood deposit, discover a stone deposit, and discover a mana deposit. So a little more discovering. And you see these guys disappeared up here. They're trying to figure out a way to get to me. And so we'll open this up here. And then we'll switch back to the V, and then we'll try not to get killed. And you can see one of them fell down like through the ground there, which is a lot of fun. And then this is, oh, there's another spawner. Yeah, you want to find the spawners on the roof, otherwise, or on the surface. Otherwise, what'll happen is they'll start spawning and you'll be down below working and they'll just be falling down on your head. Will not be fun. Hi, this isn't spooky. All right, good. And then, yep, do a little bit more iron mining here. So I think, 20 minutes in, can you see why I like this game? It's easy to, ooh, here's some slugs. It's easy to just pick up and play and come in. And I don't know if, I think right at the very beginning, I was like, these graphics, I was like, but the gameplay is so solid. I say this, oh no, I just died. Oh, okay, well that's good. We can show that what that looks like. Drax is dead. All right, like I was saying before I died, I think this is the perfect example of a game where the graphics aren't maybe what you're used to, or maybe what excites you about games, but the gameplay is so solid and so much fun that I think like maybe the 2D and the side scrolly and like it all kind of just disappears in my mind. And I know that we haven't seen a ton of gameplay yet, but like it's really, really fun. And another friend of mine who also got this game was like, said pretty much basically the same thing. Here's how you get your body back. And then it puts everything back into the bag. All right. And this time I'm going to pay attention instead of just gabbing. So we've cleared out this left side. Let's just take a quick gander at the right to make sure that there's no other, whoops, hey, there's no other spawners up here. And then we'll go down and look at the 2 ore deposits. All right, here's another one. And it's in a place that's super easy to get to. Ooh, it just spawned another one. I mean, if you wanted to, you could just sit here and farm these things all day. And then, oh, hey, look at this. Hey! Drax, I think you need to, yeah, I think we need to harvest it. I don't think we can hit it with the, we got another one! Hooray! All right, and then we're here at the end again. So, good. All right, so the top is cleared out. I think, and it's cool because you can keep moving even when you're in this far out view. So it looks like there's one here. Maybe we'll just, yeah, maybe we'll dig down here and see what it is. It is a stone deposit. Yep, stone deposit. There it is. It's check marked off over there. We already found this one. Let's see if I think we need to harvest it to check it off the list. Drax, get the thing in front of you. Good. All right. And then zoom out. I know there was one over here. So let's see if we can't bop and weave this way. And then I always put the dirt on the one here. So if I want to make a little, if I don't want to do a jump puzzle, right, I can just come right over. This looks like sand actually, which I don't think is on our list. Spoilers. Yeah, that's sandstone. All right, good. Well, that's a big plus too. So it looks like maybe the other ones are right over there. So let's just hop over. And by hop over, I mean, let's watch Drax fall all the way back down to the bottom. All right, there's the mana. So all we have left now is to discover the iron, which I'm guessing is right there. All right, let's go. Make a nice little down here. Yeah, this is it. This is it. Perfecto. Perfecto. All right, research basic transportation technology, craft some transport tubes. Did someone say transport tubes? I was just talking about Satisfactory, and like one of my favorite things is the tubes. This game has tubes. You don't get to get in the tubes, but you get to place things in the tubes. Let's do the rest of this, and I think it'll be a very good introduction to the game. Everyone should be playing this game. All right, so let's go back here. What did it say? Foundations, automations. Oh, basic transportation. So to get this, we're gonna need 10. We're gonna need 10 gears. So we should be able to make 10 gears. Yeah, we just need iron. So let's go back down to where our iron is. Time to hand crank. It doesn't have sort, which I don't want to talk about it. I don't want to talk about it. All right, how many are in here? Oh, 26. Holy shit. Oh, let's use this too. Let's eat, interact. Now we've got another one of these things. Increase blast, increase maximum harvest and build area by 1. That's a great one. Overclock, strike, increase maximum health. I'm going to increase the inventory just because it'll be nice to have more space. More space. Whoops. Okay, so let's do this. We need 10 of these? 20 of these? 10. We needed 10. We needed 10, and it told us we needed 10 here. And now you can see this bar starting to move. And you can also see the research bar up here. Whatever you're researching will be up here sort of telling you. And then you can hover on it, and you'll see, hey, this is what you need to unlock the next bit. And this is basically automated. As long as we keep feeding the burner. And let's do this. See here. We need planks. So let's get some of this while it's sorting it out over there. So we can get more wood. Yep. And then here, and let's build a couple of these. Let's build one of those. Let's build one of these. it will, if you've got the wood too, it will automatically build what it needs. So like if you have the base materials, you can then click on this and then it'll build the planks and then it'll build the cranks and then the planks and then it'll build the crank drill. So that's another like quality of life that's nice. All right, this guy can go there and then we can spin this up and this will start pulling the wood out of this tiny one, which will be nice. And then if we want, we could do something like, trying to think. Yeah, we could do like this. And then we could say, hey, make us another one of those. And then we could take this and put it here. And then we could change that. And then what it should do is start dropping the wood into this box. This is the hack before you get automation, which we're working on now. But this will get this going. All right, craft some transport tubes. That's pretty easy. We'll go here, transport tubes. Let's craft some. Place a transport tube to collect from, and then dispense into a transport tube. All right, so we could do this. Let's do one more. What do we need? We need iron. We could say, hey, you know what? Let's open this and go here. Let's pull this chest. Let's pull this here. Transport tubes are another one that I'll put on the taskbar so I can hit 2, and then you can move these around. You see the little arrow moving? So we can go 1, and you'll see it's filling full, right? And then we could put the chest at the bottom, and they're going into the chest. Look at how much fun that is. And then you can just watch it as it goes. Now, this is a pretty basic, very simple start to the automation of this game, and it definitely ramps up pretty quick. Let's just pop over before we're done, and I'll show you my mess of a much longer game that I've been playing. So let's pop over and take a look. I'll give you just a quick look. I'm up on the top here, but yeah, here's like you go from having miners that are cranked to then fuel miners, and then the next like up miners are ones that run on electricity. Speaking of electricity, you've got hand crank generators that generate electricity, right? Fun. And little electrical outlets. And then there's different machines. And then there's machines that feed into other machines. So a lot like Satisfactory, you're going to need screws and this to get to this, right? Gears and cranks that go into this that make these things that go into the, like, so I wanted to show you like what these are and what they do doesn't matter for this video. But what I wanted to show you is that there's this whole level of automation that you can set up and run. And I've been watching some other streams and, there's some really amazingly fun ways of doing this. And you can see I've got some floors that I've done here that make you run a little bit faster. And then you've got nice ladders that you can just speed down. Look at this. You can grow plants and you can harvest them for different resources. The game is big and it's robust and it's really just a ton of fun. And if you zoom out here, you can see I've unlocked some of the other sides of the map. I put a lot of time into the game and I've really enjoyed every single minute of it. And I look forward to playing some more. I think it's one of the games that like I'd love to play on stream in the near future. If you're looking for an inexpensive 2D logistics, building, fighting, just a really well-rounded gameplay as well. Single developer too. Another great indie game. The game is Autoforge. It's on Steam now. Link is in the description. Let me know if you've played this game, if you're going to play this game. And very cool. As always, thanks for watching, and we'll see you next time. The video's over. Now it's time for you to do your part. Follow, like, and subscribe, and I'll see you next time.